Welcome everyone. My name is Sean, and today I want to talk about what is going on in the city of Los Angeles because the community is banding together in order to fight off this constant ongoing looting that is happening in their neighborhood, and I couldn't be more happy with the change in attitude of people on the ground in the city of Los Angeles than this segment actually made me. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored, so let me toss it to the sponsor, then we'll come back over here and we'll discuss this whole thing on the other side. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but I got a better way to break a bad habit for you. And no, I'm not talking about cloning yourself and then starting all over again with the new body. I'm talking about today's sponsor, Fume. Fume is an award-winning device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is all natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses natural, delicious flavors. I think you get the point right now. Other things bad, Fume is good. Now, Fume comes with an adjustable airflow device that is perfect for fidgeting. It has a magnet in it, and it's just fun to mess around with in order to get your mind off your bad habit. And with amazing flavor cores like orange vanilla, maple pepper, sparkling grapefruit, and crisp mint, you will always be satisfied with the options that Fume offers. And when you taste it, it's actually quite nice and refreshing. I was a non-believer before I got one of these, but now I'm 100% on board with what Fume is trying to do. If you want to join Fume in breaking up people from their bad habits, what you need to do is go to tryfume.com/actualjustice, where from now till December 1st, you will receive 20% off your order. And after December 1st, guess what? That Actual Justice promo code still will hold for 10% off. On top of that, we have the Solano upgrade, which is a walnut barrel. It looks absolutely amazing, and you will be able to get this at the discounted price by just going to tryfume.com/actualjustice or scan the QR code that is in the top corner of your screen. Fight your bad habits today, break up with them, try Fume instead, tryfume.com/actualjustice.
A dramatic video tonight of a mob taking everything not nailed down at a Nike store in South LA. Store employees say this isn't the first time this has happened and might have been the same group.
Now look, it is becoming increasingly difficult for me to find hope out there in the world, and normally I would be covering this story as another day in another progressive city where another large group of people come in and just start looting absolutely everything, but I promise you guys out there in the audience, even though this crime was bad, even though they have not caught the perpetrators behind this crime yet, even though if they were caught in the city of Los Angeles and in the state of California, there would be virtually no serious prosecution because you have Gascon as the DA and he doesn't care about prosecuting anyone for any reason, and you have the state of California laws that basically make it impossible to put people like this in an actual prison. They end up getting sent to county jail, and then since the county jail is full, they end up getting released with just days, if not maybe maximum months served. But trust me, there's a good element to this story. It's out there. I found the kernel of good, and we will get to it soon.
Well, Pat, this store has been hit so many times, despite the fact that there is an LAPD trailer set up literally feet from the entrance. It is totally out of control here, so much so that some locals say they are willing to get involved to help stop it themselves. Tonight in this parking lot, neighbors are set up on one side of the parking lot as an LAPD car with officers are patrolling.
So just to give you an idea of how much lawlessness has taken over this portion of Los Angeles, you actually have an LAPD trailer right in front of this store because it's such a hot spot, not just for theft, but these absurd thefts where they take basically everything not nailed down, and yet the thefts continue. And now it's gotten to the point where average everyday residents of this area have had enough, so they're camping out in the parking lot just waiting for the thieves to show up so that they can intercept them, because they actually don't want all of the stores in their community to close. They actually don't want the criminal prioritized over the law-abiding citizen. And I have to say, for this moment, based on where we are in society, it may not be rooftop Koreans, but I am so on board for this battle.
It's the latest stunning video of a flash mob theft. This time, a group clearing out the Nike community store in Watts, throwing stacks of shoes and armfuls of clothing into trash bags they used to carry out the loot. LAPD says just before 6 p.m. Sunday, 17 suspects rushed into the retailer and rushed out with about 12 grand in product. They released these photos, hoping someone recognizes a face or the clothing. Investigators say it's at least the 10th time it's happened at this very store.
I'm so tired of these videos. I'm so tired of seeing them on the internet.com. I'm so tired of these people getting away with it. I'm tired of people pretending that these are the innocent angels. These are the pillars of our society. These are the people that society let down, rather than these are the people that are destroying society. And a perfect example of their organization is all clear and obvious for you in the video. They're coming in with trash bags. They're hitting stuff in seconds, taking $12,000 worth of loot in under a minute. And by the way, you can actually hear a small child crying based on them looting the store to show you what a traumatic experience this is. And by the way, this video, of course, is not the first video. Like I said, I've shown you a bunch of them, but apparently this store recently has been hit like this over 10 times. Over 10 times. That's why the LAPD cart is out in front, but apparently even having the LAPD over there isn't going to do anything, and this is why the citizens have rallied to fight back against these thieves, because they understand intuitively that these are the people that are ruining the neighborhood. These are the people that are closing the stores. These are the people that make it more expensive to operate any kind of business. These are the enemies of civilized society, not the friends, not the victims of it, and they finally are understanding that, so they're out in force to stop them.
24 hours after the latest hit.
I just think it's sad. You know, it's sad that this is what it's come to.
I mean, it is sad. It is pathetic. The idea that the wealthy elite of Hollywood, the wealthy elite of Los Angeles, have decided that those people are the victims, while you actually see the people who are being victimized, who suffer from store closures, out in force and upset about this, really goes to show you the contrast between people on the ground that actually deal with these situations versus those who adopt these as a luxury beliefs.
Some paying customers are shaking their heads in frustration as others,
it's just embarrassing, man,
say they're ready to do more than that. This group was camped out in the Nike parking lot tonight.
So now, guess what? We patrolling right here, and this where we gonna be at. It gotta stop, and we gonna put a stop to it.
Now look, I gotta give a couple of caveats right here before I throw my support behind these people in the neighborhood, camping out in the parking lot, looking to stop these criminals. First and foremost, I don't think for your own personal safety, this is worth the risk, because you're out there, you're confronting these thieves, people think that they're nonviolent, but let's be clear, we've seen time and time again when these people are confronted, they'll seriously injure, assault in a large group, or kill the people that are confronting them for that merchandise. They care more about their own personal gain, that instant gratification, than they do the lives of the people in their community. That's why they're stealing in the first place, and that's why we've seen video after video, story after story of when somebody finally snaps and tries to confront these people, that person getting injured or getting killed. Also, Gascon will finally remember how to prosecute people as soon as these people intervene on behalf of the store, on behalf of what's right, on behalf of private property rights. So I'm telling you, people out there is a risk associated with these kind of actions, and you will be treated more like the criminals than the actual criminals that are looting this store, destroying this neighborhood.
We don't need no police involved. We're gonna take it to the streets.
Tough talk from locals who are taking the targeting personally.
Yeah, I'm born and raised right here, you know what I'm saying? So like, y'all take it from me.
So I love this attitude. I love this spirit. He says, I'm in this community. I'm in this neighborhood. They're stealing from me. That's how somebody on the ground actually feels about these criminal types. That's how somebody who has to deal with the store closures actually feels about the people causing the store closures. Compare and contrast this to somebody like Jenk's nephew, who lives in a $3 million West Hollywood mansion, who thinks that, oh, it's just property, it's just corporations, don't worry about it, bro.
Thoughts on stealing of the shampoo from Walgreens? Yeah, I saw this. This is so fucking stupid, dude. Like, just let people steal shit, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? They're not hurting anybody. Like, that's unironically my take. Like, what is this? This is like actually dry snitching, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, are they stealing from you? No, they're stealing from Walgreens. Like, what are you, Mr. Wall or Mr. Green? Like, why are you doing that.
Because he never has to deal with the consequences of anything. He can pay for whatever he wants. He can order it online. He can go to fancy malls where they don't have people stealing stuff, looting stuff off the shelves. Anything that he wants, he can get. But these people on the ground that actually rely on these stores, that have been in these neighborhoods for years, are sick and tired of the criminality. Again, a perfect example of the phenomena that is known as a luxury beliefs. When it costs you absolutely nothing to approve of criminality, you're more likely to do it for virtue points. But these people, who the criminality costs absolutely everything, can't afford to be in that position. It is a beautiful contrast right here. And again, I tip my non-existent hat to this person, because even though I know he will be treated like the criminal when he stops a criminal, he is doing what is morally right, sound, and justified.
Why is it frustrating to you?
Because we ain't the one doing it and we live here. But if they come out here while we right here, they won't be the ones doing it either.
Right.
Guarantee that.
Listen, steal from the store at your own risk when these guys are outside. If this guy's like sipping his drink right here, he's like, listen, we don't steal from this area. And believe me, when I'm out here, you're not going to steal from this area. I guarantee that. I cannot wait for the video of the confrontation if it were to occur. Honestly, I'm hoping that there's a deterrence aspect of this, but if these little thieves, these little thugs try to steal in front of these people that care about the community, that are willing to fight for their community, I have no idea how amazing that video is going to be. But if the good guys win, if the video is epic, I will bring it to you on this channel, because it is the refresher, the palate cleanser that we all deserve after watching this happen in our country year after year after year. After watching woke lefty progressives excuse this over and over again, it would be nice to see some elder people, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, in the community take the kids down a few notches.
Just last month, LA County leaders touted the success of the recently formed Organized Retail Theft Task Force, made up of sheriff's deputies, LAPD, and the feds, saying since its start in August, the team has made 89 arrests and recovered more than 370 grand in stolen merchandise.
So they're talking about the success of the Organized Retail Theft Task Force. They talk about how they've recovered 300,000 plus in merchandise and made 86 arrests. But the thing is, those are just the upfront top of the line statistics. How much merchandise is actually being stolen in comparison to what you're recovering? And of those 86 arrests, how many of those people are serving actual prison time? Because I'm willing to bet, based on California law, that makes it impossible to imprison people for theft, even if they commit, as we've documented, over 70 felony burglaries. You have to send them to county jail. That the success rate completely falls apart based on California state law. So yeah, that's a nice number. I'm glad you got a task force. I'm glad it looks like you're doing something. But I know, based on examining the laws in California, that the picture is nowhere near as rosy. And honestly, I expect all 86 of those people to be back on the streets stealing again by yesterday. They're already out on the streets stealing.
Until those efforts reach Watts, some who live here say they are going to help protect their own.
Look, take a look. We look good. We finally doing something. They need to just leave us alone. They need to go about their business. Don't ever come back here. This community already rough. They just making it look bad.
Again, I love it. I love pride in your own area. I love people within a community trying to fix the problems of that community and not blaming the systemic systems or evil white racism that's hiding under every rock or anything like that. These people have some pride. They have some respect. They've grown up. Obviously, they're older than your average criminal type, and they have my support. And I really genuinely hope that they're not the first ones to ever be prosecuted for any crime in this particular area in the last few years, because that's what I'm expecting. That's the sad consequence. That is what the district attorney like Gascon will likely enforce, but it's not deserved. Obviously, there is love and passion in saving the community here, and that should be rewarded and not punished. Now, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think that these people rallying and working with the police and camping out to protect this area is a good thing? Or do you think that all thieves are Aladdin and their divine right to loot the Nike store shall never be abridged, and their champion Gascon should prosecute these people who are actually trying to prevent crime rather than the thieves? So let me know down in the comments below. As usual, if you like the video, show them by leaving a like. like, subscribe for more content, follow me on my social medias, support me via the support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about the nonsense that goes on in California way. Till next time.